Hi there, today you are going to join me at the big Goodwill. I went on a Sunday just after they opened, and I was thinking, no one's going to be here. And the parking lot wasn't too crazy. I parked where I normally park. And then I got in there and I thought, man, it is busy in here. And it turned out I was there on the last day of the Friends and Family 50% off sale. Susie just literally jumped in my lap from the other sofa as I do this voiceover. Anyway, I had no idea it was 50% off Friends and Family, but I did run into Sam, who works at one of the other Goodwills I go to, and her mom really graciously, it was so nice of her, gave me an extra coupon. And then I passed that coupon on to somebody else when I was done with it. So it came full circle. Spread the love. Here, at the very, very beginning of the video, I was looking for Valentine items at that end cap. They didn't really have anything. This dog looked like a dog I had seen at the Elizabethtown Goodwill that was made in Spain. This one had a sticker on it that I recognized the brand name as being from Dollar Tree, which I thought was very interesting. This was a cute little bobblehead dog. I was looking for pigs because this video was taken before the Critter Caravan that was held on Saturday. So I was actively looking for pigs, but I didn't really find any. But I did find some other things, especially after I had that coupon. I thought, well, I got to find some more items to use that coupon up with. Oh, that's Indy now snorting. Sorry.
You're going to hear a lot of dogs in the voiceover.
Maybe I should just have the dog snorting and not do a voiceover.
You're just going to hear a lot of dog noises and a bit of me.
This Goodwill has become very, very busy, but I was talking to a viewer, Mindy, today, and she said she went and it really wasn't that bad. So I think I need to go during the week and maybe in the morning. I did find this pottery. It was a signed pottery made probably a honey or a jam jar, I would guess. It didn't have a spoon. I was checking it here, taking the tape off, seeing if there were any chips or cracks. I really like the color of it, and I decided to get it after I saw that it was in very good shape. Now I have my first item that is going to go in the cart. I don't think I'm going to add photos to the end of this video because it takes, oh my God, my dogs. It takes up too much time.
I saw my video. You saw your video.
Susie is now, I'm not going to even talk about what's going on in the video. I'm just going to tell you what my dog is doing. She's wiping her face on the carpet and kicking her back legs up. It's just going to be my dogs and Jenny and I laughing. Sorry if you don't like that. All right, back to what I'm doing here. That was pretty, the blue glass vase. There was that baby with the pacifier that I passed on. This was funny. This got a lot of compliments. A lot of people were talking about this bottle holder that was a lobster bottle holder. I don't know if anyone bought it, but I heard a lot of people commenting about it. I like this area because there's always little figurines to see what's in the bags. That was a shower curtain hooks from, I don't remember what the name. This is going to get like no views.
No, or a lot of views.
Or it's going to go viral. I'm so sorry. It's late and you can see what I'm looking at. But the dogs are being crazy. She's kicking around like she's outside. She probably did something.
Probably.
This basket was very neat with a seashell on it. I think that is a party light. I am not sure. And here was a bag of glass bottles in it. All right, now we've calmed down a little bit.
I'm laying on Sue.
Jenny's holding her down. Let's be honest. You can see how
don't worry.
she is. You can see how crowded the shelves are. I released the video on Wednesday of the Royerstown Goodwill that we went to after this one, and I commented on that video how very little there is on the shelves and how there's so much here. And I don't understand why they don't pass some of this stuff off to the other Goodwills in the area, because then you can get through the things quicker and stuff, but inventory quicker, but they don't. So it seemed like the shelves were getting more bare there for a while, but now they kind of crowded up a little bit again. And now she's digging in the sofa. I've sold these before. These are usually made in Philippines. They are seashell art, If you ever sell these and are wonder how to pack them, if you put stuffing around them that you make plush animals with, and then you wrap it in tissue, then you don't really have to worry about the seashells breaking off. Seashells, for the most part, are kind of sturdy, unless, of course, they're tiny and thin. They are easily breakable. But those seashell animals are you can ship them. You just have to take the right precautions. I've also sold these before in the past. They usually come in a set of, I think, 2 or 3. They're metal, and they also fit in a very nicely in a priority box. I found this, and this immediately made me think of Sandy because she is from Florida. She lives in Florida, and I sold this on the Critter Caravan. Is kind of an homage to her because it had a flamingo on it and an alligator, had 2 critters, and she actually bought it, which is even better. Here is another little groundhog, but it had been very, very, very damaged. Someone really liked it because it, when you glue things back so much after a bad crack, I think someone really enjoyed that. I wondered if this was a vintage aquarium piece. I've sold some that are marked made in Japan. I didn't see a Japan marking on that, and that was just a flashed piece of glass. Let's see here. It was very heavy, and the aisles were crowded, so I was trying to look and move on to get out of the way of people. At the very top, there was some plastic fruit or berries or something going on there. These caught my attention because they are so colorful, and then I realized that they were drawers that probably went into a spice cabinet or some kind of a display. I didn't ever see the display there, so maybe that got donated somewhere else. Looking to see if, this. I was super excited about this. Kate Spade Lenox. And I thought, oh, please let there be more of this on the shelves. I picked it up without looking it up because it was Kate Spade. It had the Lenox name on it as well. And I knew someone, even though it's a little saucer or a little bread dish, someone might need a replacement. And Kate Spade sells very well for me. And when I checked out, the guy that checked me out, he's like, ooh, this is really, really nice. Maybe if I go back, I'll be able to find some more dishes, because that has happened sometimes when I pick something up one day and then a couple days later you find the other. This I thought was a shame. They had taken the top of the owl votive holder and put it in with a refrigerator dish lid and something else. I never did find the bottom to the owl. That owl head was probably going to get broken because of that heavy refrigerator dish lid. So I carefully put it back on the shelf. We're now in the area with the plates, seeing if there was any more of that Kate Spade stuff. Let's see. Oh, these coasters I knew were Longenberger before I even picked them up because I have green ones. These are purple. Sometimes they are used to the lids to baskets, or some people use them as trivets or coasters. This I thought was the bottom to a fairy lamp, and I have learned to just pick these up. I'm telling you, I'm looking for more of those. I never did find the top to the fairy light, but you never know. I will find it somewhere else, or like I said, another trip here. This is a very, very close view. I thought that these were Fiesta ware. They are actually Pier 1, the purple and green. That was a nice color combination. This looked like a giant fairy lamp, but it was probably the same maker, but it was a serving bowl. This area of the store wasn't as crowded, so I kind of hung out here and really took my time to see if there was anything that got snuck in here that didn't belong, or some more treasures. I spied underneath here a little footed dish that kind of goes with that same cubist look to it. I thought about putting it there, and then I put it back where I found it because I was afraid the legs would break off because of the wire shelving. And then I found a punch bowl glass ladle. A glass ladle punch bowl. No, a glass punch bowl ladle. There you go. And I decided to get this because even though punch bowls aren't super, super duper popular, someone might need a replacement for their ladle. I do like picking up Judica items when I find them, and this was for your matzah. There, it has a very nice, shiny, reflective design to it. I was checking to see if there were any chips to it, and I decided to get that. It's a bigger platter, but I think it's still a manageable size, that it won't be an oversized box. This was a really pretty blue bottle. I was seeing who made that. It was marked made in Taiwan on the bottom, and then I realized that there were more blue bottles up the top, so I decided to check them out to see if there were any Empoli or something, Blanco might be snuck in there, but it wasn't. They didn't get snuck by the employees of this Goodwill. This was a pretty green bowl. I liked it, but I didn't pick that up. giving you a look at the shelves and seeing if there's anything that you find interesting. And I don't know. Oh, that was an ice bucket inside a salad bowl with the tongs. You don't see a lot of glass ice buckets. I'm looking to see if these are Port Marion. They were not. They were Gibson. Seen of those, and then I realized, well, they match, so I put them together. There you go. Free of service. This was, what is this? Why am I looking? Oh, it had hearts on it, I think, or it had some kind of design on it, which I thought was interesting. That was a really big glass and metal fish plate. And I don't think there is anything else. I do find a bowl here. Yeah, this is like a bean pot. And the handle was hollow. And I don't know if that would be hot or cool to the touch if you were going to put something hot in there. I'm not sure. I thought this was neat because it is my favorite color. And it was marked Made in Italy. There's the Crazy Daisy. It's always so wonderful when an item has a name on it that's easily looked up. I thought it was really, really nice. If it does not sell, it will make a nice display for one of my sales over on Whatnot. Just checking out the cups and saucers. I do have that 50% off coupon now in my hot little hand. And so I'm thinking, what else can I get? They had a whole bunch of these. It was weird how there was a snowflake because I didn't really see a snowflake pattern on the cup. Maybe I was missing it or not looking at it at the right angle. There were two of them, and I thought, oh, that's nice how they have them together. Here was a whole box of drinking glasses that they had kept in the original box. And then I realized when I stood up, there were more of those little snack plates. And it was very nice how they had the cups and plates included, so you can get as many or as little as you needed. And this mug, oh, I thought it was interesting with that Savannah, Georgia license plate on it. That is Indie Snoring, if you hear that. This I thought at first was Fiesta ware, maybe a children's set, but it wasn't. It just was marked Made in China. It was very, very cute. They had a sugar bowl and a creamer and a teapot. The aisle's very, very crowded around me, so that is why we are super close to the items right now. They had all of this stuff in a box, which was nice. That's what the pattern looked like. Because this one, unlike the Royerstown tends to bundle, this one does not. But it seemed like they were trying to bundle some things together. These were false graph mugs, very popular when I first got married, that style. And let's see. We'll just look at the mugs and listen to Indy. I always look at these metal toile, T-O-I-L-E pieces because sometimes they bring good money. The name escapes me right now. What is the one that's very, very well known? I am sorry. I apologize. That turtle is an Avon turtle. And these glasses I thought were super, super pretty. And I was telling you, oh, I wish there were more of them. And then I realized here are the other three. They have a really nice mid-century modern, I did that, but it was okay. Very neat mid-century modern design to them. I like the heaviness of the bottom of them. So I did end up getting those. Even though you don't see me get them, I did. Cool, these are old reel-to-reels. This says it's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Vikings Super Bowl 1970. Those are different. They're real reels, like that thing there. It has it all over there. And then these are local. These are local teams. Garden Spot's a local school. Let's see. What does that one say? This says Florida Kids Riverside 1971. I'm going to take this one just because it says Super Bowl on it. This one is Sports in the 20s, 8mm. Here's midget football. This is probably the same thing, the Garden Spot. This is Game Garden Spot midget football. Jock Jancis versus Stanley Catil 19. These seem like they're old, reel-to-reel things. This is probably another Garden Spot one. How fun are those? I'll take this one because it says Kansas City Chiefs. Or it might be Manheim Township for $2. Why not? Here was a vintage Chutes and Ladders game. This reminds me of Jenny when she was first learning how to play games. You know, you learn memory, and Chutes and Ladders is one of the original games that's easy for kids to understand. I had this in my classroom when I taught kindergarten. It teaches the kids how to take turns and how to learn the concept of playing games. And then this was a art pottery pitcher or creamer. I thought was very nice. This was different, that little lemon thing. And then this Shih Tzu mug, I did end up getting this Shih Tzu mug because I always joke that when I got Susie, I expected her to be a Shih Tzu like this, but she definitely is not. Like earlier in the video, she was in here rubbing her face against the carpet, making us laugh. And the inside of the mug said best dog. So I think I might hold on to it for a little bit, or I might sell it and someone else has a Shih Tzu that they think is their best dog. And Jenny wasn't there, so I was allowed to get the mug. Right, Jenny?
Yes.
She would have said, Mama, you have too many mugs. I have sold down on my mugs lately. I did find 2 Starbucks mugs, though, that they are destination mugs that I do have for sale in my eBay store. There's a link in the description of this video. One is Disney World, and the other one is, I forget what it is. So you'll have to go to my eBay to find out. I'll put a link. I'll put a picture up here in the corner of what the other one is. It is Turks and Caicos. This was a little hop-along mug that I am putting in the cart right now. And let's see, I was looking to see what this was. This looked like it was missing a top. It probably came with a bowl that had the head on it because those mugs were definitely missing their heads. I was looking to see if any of these had the onion soup recipe on the side of them. They did not. They were all different. The potato soup sounded good though. I left all of those there, but there were quite a collection of them. And then I found a box of goodies, and in here was the punch bowl with the ladle and the cups all together. I'm assuming the punch bowl was underneath all of that stuff. I didn't want to dig too deep into it. Very, very nice. I was trying to, where can I put that back? I didn't want to mess anything up. I was looking for a price. I don't think I found it. I did find these fondue forks, and I thought they were super cool. And if you look at the ends of them, sometimes they have different colors on them, but these had little marks, and they look like dice. And you have 4, 5, 6, and and so on. I thought they were super cool because they look like dice. And I am going to clean them up and put some wood oil on the handles, kind of freshen them up a little bit. So I decided to get those fondue forks. And here's a look at the cart. I told you that I'm getting the Shih Tzu mug after all. And then I found this jewelry box, and this reminded me of Kate. Big lips, because she likes like oversized things like this. And I even sent a picture of it to her, and she thought that was really neat. I think someone made this because the handles are attached to the drawers with little zip ties. It does need to be fixed up a little bit, but that could be easily fixed, that paint, that scratch on there. So I did decide to get that. And then there was this baby doll in a bowl, looking at you. Then I found these. These are in the box, Lily and Vernon. They are acrylic resin napkin holders, but they are also vases. So you could put a little sprig of flowers or something. There I'm showing you what they were. And then I remembered that I saw these out of the box taped together, and I did go back trying to find the other ones, but I could not find them. Then I found this cute little trinket box. I do like selling these. These are yellow on the inside, and they sell well. Look, I'll show you. It took me a while to get it open because it was very, very strong magnet. I think I have to pause the camera to get it open, but I do show you the inside of it. Here we go. It still had the cloth and everything. And then I thought, oh no, there's not a price tag on it. But luckily, the price tag was underneath the box, like the lid was covering it. So I was able to get that. And that wraps up our trip here to Goodwill. I hope you enjoyed this video. Here's some footage of Charlie being being his wild, crazy self. Thank you so much for listening to me even giggle through the voiceover. I hope it made you smile. Take care, and I'll see ya.